Thank you for the questions. We've got a heap of them here. So, first one, what make is the hardest to improve? I don't think it's so much a particular make that's the hardest to improve. It's more a type of vehicle that's the hardest to improve. So, normally aspirated, they are really quite difficult to improve upon. Although we did have a Mazda 6 in, you've probably seen it. Yeah, that was in for fuel economy increases. From factory, they were actually quite good, which made it quite difficult for us. We made 4 to 5 mpg gain. We were aiming for over 6, and unfortunately, it was a wee bit difficult to even get higher than 6. So that one was a difficult one. Yeah. So, second question: are you expanding your garage and looking for more staff? We're always pushing, always pushing to better ourselves, but I can't let too much go. I can't explain too much too soon. But yes, we are always pushing. Third question: how many cars have fallen off the dyno? None. Absolutely none. Any customer that comes in, you will find I am anal about making sure everything is safe. And the last thing I want is for anything to happen to a customer's vehicle. So I err on the side of caution at all times. My motto is prevention is better than cure. So yeah, no cars have fallen off the dyno, and none have blown up on the dyno. Absolutely none. Touch wood. Hopefully that stays like that. But yeah. Okay. What has been your favorite car on the dyno? Ooh, great question. Um, Best one. I've had quite a few that have been really good. To be fair. Best one for me was one Mark One Escort. That was really good. Being a long term sort of Ford fan, that was one of the highlights for me. Um, and we had a Sierra Cosworth and Fiesta RS Turbo. Any Ford really, to be fair. I really enjoy the older stuff. Ah, question 5. Get this question quite a lot. Are you going to get a 4-wheel drive dyno? It's on the cards. Um, it's not high on the list of priorities, to be fair, because the vehicles that we can do without having a 4-wheel drive dyno. So for the likes of Focus RS, for example, a lot of people were struggling to have them on their 4-wheel drive dyno, and had to run them in front wheel drive anyway. And the same with a lot of the VAG stuff that we do. We can disconnect the Haldex unit. It's only the permanent quattros that we can't do. So for the sake of 4-wheel drive dyno and the investment in it, it is something that I want to get, but it's not high on my list of priorities, to be honest. But we will one day. We will get one. Number 6. What made you get into tuning cars? Well, being a mechanic. Started off in the trade just doing normal mechanical jobs. I kind of always wanted to make things faster, as you do. So yeah, it was just a natural progression really that I wanted to get further into tuning cars and making them faster. But it was more a case of it actually intrigued me how to make them faster. The software side of things always appealed to me. I wanted to know how do you do that? How does this work? It's kind of how I work. So yeah. When will you have the software ready for my car? Okay, so a backstory to this one. This is Max. Max's question. We had Max's 3-door Astra 1.9 in for further software development. Um, came across a couple of issues that we need to spend more time on, so we let Max take the car away while we complete software development on our own car, save Max having to be without his car for so long. So what we're going to do, Max, is we're still a wee bit off before I can get the rest of my car up to a stage where I'm at the same point as yours, but aiming to have that done by the end of this year. I want to be at the stage where I am at the same spec as yours by the end of this year, and then we can push. The main thing I need to do is I need to have stage two ready so that I can have it proof on an independent dyno. Then I can move on to the same spec as yours. So yeah, I will keep you posted. We're not going to leave you hanging. Last question. Can you calculate the horsepower at the crank? On our dyno, yes. Our dyno has the ability to calculate horsepower at the wheels and at the crank, so we can tell between the two, which is a good question because quite a lot of the new BMWs that are coming through, their quoted figures are at the wheels, not at the flywheel. So yeah, that's a good one to watch out for. A lot of people are not realizing that the new BMWs are actually quoting their figures from at the wheels. So yes, I think that's all the questions. But thank you for everyone that had actually take the time to ask us a question. We'll be doing it again in another few months or so. But at any time, if you've got any questions, always free to chat. Just drop us a message. Not a problem. Cheers.